How dangerous do you believe that these times that we're living in actually are?
I think they're very dangerous. We have some nation states like Russia, like China, Iran, United States, which are big players, North Korea, who can do huge damage in the world if we have a misunderstanding or a decision to start an armed conflict. And either way, just the competition, the economic and political competition is dangerous. Now, I want to be quick to say it's not more dangerous than the Cold War when there were 30 seconds to midnight and fingers on the button. So I think that'd be unfair to say. But it is different in that there's less structure. There is less clarity of two sides and fewer uh, breaks and safety mechanisms in the system. So I think the chance of Kim Jong-un launching a nuclear weapon is higher than it was, than the Soviet Union launching a nuclear weapon. And one of the dangers is we kind of don't know how he thinks and they operate, and so we can't judge it. So that would be at the macro level. So it's dangerous, but not the most dangerous in history. Two other levels, however. At the next level down makes it a bit more dangerous in that we have players like Xi Jinping, Vladimir Putin, the Ayatollah in Iran, Kim Jong-un, who are autocratic in nature, and you could argue less stable than the kind of leaders we would like to see, and therefore more apt to take actions that are particularly dangerous and in some cases would seem almost suicidal or self-defeating. And whenever you get leaders who are in that mode and they are not constrained, then you increase the danger in the environment. We have a meeting coming up later this week between President Trump and Vladimir Putin. And the reality is, it's kind of hard to predict what's going to come out of that. They're going to be talking about Ukraine, and the reality is it could come out with some kind of grand handshake and theoretical deal, or it could come out with hurt feelings and somebody doing something spasmodic. And so I think that increases the danger, and that's an issue. I don't think that the leadership on the world stage now can be called great statespeople. There are some, but I would say that they certainly are not as impressive as some we've seen in history, and that's a source of concern. And then I'd say the third level that I think makes today more dangerous is we have technology that we have not yet mastered, that we don't fully understand. And of course, we've always had the march of technology, the rise of aircraft for war and things like that. But now we've got systems now with artificial intelligence that operate faster and on a more complex scale than we've ever had before. And our minds haven't mastered them yet. We admire them and we are starting to use them, but I don't think we quite know exactly what they will do. And it's not just in the military sense. It's just not a hypervelocity missile. It's also what you can do to financial markets with a little bit of misinformation and then trading algorithms where suddenly markets could go into a catastrophic direction without people having a handle on them. And so that's the kind of thing that I think increases additionally the danger right now.